But we feel little thorn, little this, little headache, little... Yeah, one day it so happened about headaches that come. A headache is terrible, I know what a headache means. Yeah, because I have also headaches sometimes. And I had terrible headaches, I don't know one. When I was youngster, I don't know why I developed that. What do you call neuralgic pain? You call it half headache, we used to call at that time. Migraine. It's a half thing, I say. Migraine has half headache or whole headache?
Depends.
Travels. Migraine travels. Migratus.
Yeah. So when I was a youngster, I still remember, I was so pestered with this headache, unbearable headache. So there was a person, means family people, strong people, men, who would catch hold of my, this side was there, catch hold of my this, you see. All night they would be there, just pressing there. Only then I couldn't sleep, but at least that I could bear that. It went on for, I think, 10, 15 days like that. And doctors were called and they gave me medicines, nothing seemed to happen. There was one shabby looking doctor. And because my father could afford to do many things, and he did it, but nothing seemed to give me relief. So somebody should be there to give relief. So he came forward and says, all that I'll have to do is to give him an injection here. I said, what, in the eye, inside the eye? He says, no, not inside the eye, but here somewhere. He gave me, I still remember that. And there, he said, don't be afraid, he'll get a big blister. Have you all heard of this sort of thing?
No, never heard.
Listen to what happened. Yeah. So what he said was, don't be afraid if there is a big blister on the eye here. But one important thing is that it shouldn't be made to burst. So sure enough, he gave me the injection, pain subsided. And then there was a blister. And I was made to lie in bed all the time. I would know how to fiddle or to do this, or for depositing, as you all call it. So then, and I was one day fast asleep, and Merwan had just grown up, and he had learned to how to stand up. So my bed was there. And what happened, he stood up, he was a glee, that he won he seemed to have climbed the peak of the Himalaya. He could stand up like that. And he was so much in glee that he gave me one rap on my head, and burst the whole blister.
Oh, right.
Luckily I shut my eyes and all that, and that is the end of my headache. I haven't had anything like that since then. Yeah. But I know, what I mean to say is that I know what headaches mean. That's why I gave you this example. Headaches are a nasty thing. Like the other things, stomachache, cramps, everything is nasty. So there's a fine story about Rabia, who was a great saint like Mira. So one day in a company there came people who used to come and sit around her and do what? Nothing, while away their time and think of the Lord. There are different types of merrymaking. There are different types of merrymaking and grades of merrymaking. This is the highest type of merrymaking, to be in the midst of the great ones, and that's the height of merrymaking. So they were having a good time, and one of the sittings, what happened? There came a young man. He said, like your Eben, who is here. Where is he? He's not here today. He's playing guitar. So he came and he had tied a bandage around his head, forehead and head. So in the course of a conversation, she looked at him and says, what's the matter? Why have you tied your head like that? Why is this turban you put? Oh, I've got a severe headache. I can't bear it. You can't bear it. All these years, did you have any headache? No. Did you praise the Lord for not having the headache? Only one day He gave you the headache and you are putting a big flag on your head, showing how much worried and how much suffering you have. She called it a flag to draw the attention of the Lord and the people, that He's suffering. It's like that.
Ah.
All the years you didn't have it. Did you put a flag there saying that, blessed be the Lord for keeping me safe and all that? Did you say any time? Did you ever think of Him like that? And one day you have that and you see how it is.
No, see how stupid we are. We need the suffering.
See, yeah. So this is the awakening. This is the awareness He gives us when He comes. We always count our woes, but are unmindful of the blessings that are bestowed upon us every moment of our life.